Do you know that for 21 years that Arsenal have not won the English Premier League title? And that for 33 years that Arsenal have been struggling to cut away with the Carabao Cup. And that is why a lot of Arsenal fans are upset that at the first leg of the semi-final of the Carabao Cup against Newcastle at Emirates, Arsenal are about to get up. And again over the weekend, Arsenal will be playing against Manchester United that seems to have found just a resurgent phase in their bid to stay on the Premier League, considering the fact that for a very long time they've been in the 13th and 14th position. And for 71 times, Arsenal have played against Manchester United. And Arsenal have come victorious over Manchester United 24 times. While if you look at the head-to-head count, Manchester United have 32 victories over Arsenal with 16 draws between the two sides. And have with me, Casimo, for us to look at what happened to Arsenal against Newcastle at the Emirates. So we posted it up.
I know, it's so frustrating. So frustrating. A match that we expect to at least win, even if it's a 1-goal victory. For us, it could have been better because whenever we go into St. James's Park, it's always a difficult battle for us. This is so frustrating. This is one of the most underwhelming performances at the Emirates Stadium from Arsenal.
And come to think of it, we had 23 shots on goal with 6 shots on target that we fluffed our lines. What do you think could have been responsible for that?
The lack of shooting and control.
Maybe they left their shooting boot
I don't know what happened.
But I told you against Brighton that players left our shooting boot at home, because all our shots have been going haywire. None of them are going on target, and I don't know. Is it that, do you think there's a mentality jinx in the team at the moment?
Well, I don't know if it is a mentality problem, but what I'm looking at it is maybe it's because of this illness that is going around in the team. Odegaard is ill. He just came from sickness. Also, Kai Havertz, he was sick. He was not feeling himself lately.
But do you think ailment would have stopped you? You're seeing an open goalpost.
No, for that one, there's no excuse for me. That's a clear sitter from Havertz. Even Martinelli, he could have scored that chance, could have at least killed the momentum for
Newcastle. That
Newcastle.
was the same opportunity that Solanke had against Liverpool recently.
Exactly.
And he buried it.
Simple as that. You see, you have pace than the defender. You can even push the ball forward. Why on earth did you even take the shots too early? And the goalkeeper has already moved from...
Giving you an opportunity to
chip the ball. So I don't know what is wrong with Martinelli. Look at Kai Havertz. Everybody from that defense line was freeze. They all stood. They could not even believe. Even the goalkeeper, Dubravka, thought Kai Havertz could have scored that ball. And you just notch it with your shoulder. It's so frustrating, so underwhelming from the players. Odegaard as our skipper, the most creative player in the match. He could not even at least create one chance from that match. I don't know what happened during Timber.
Okay, now, does this come to the point where everyone is looking at it that Arsenal need a striker? Because this is something that's been right on the lips of every Arsenal fan. Even when we lost the Premier League the first time to Manchester City. The second time, we're talking about getting a striker.
Yeah.
Now, the January window transfer market is open. What do you think Arsenal should do to address the challenges that they're facing?
I can tell you, Ken, questions need to be answered. There are a lot of questions Arsenal fans need to ask Mikel Arteta. For the past 2 seasons now, Mikel Arteta knows the problem for Arsenal, and it's what? A striker. And you cannot even solve the problem. I don't know why. And this match tells you exactly what we need. Isak, just put the money. I don't care how much.
So do you think that has to do with Arteta or the money? Because I feel that the Conquerors, they appear to have found a moment of respite. The fans are no longer crying them down for them to go out. So, because for me, if I'm investing into a business and I'm looking at where the business is facing a downfall, my greatest move is to ensure that I address that issue that is giving the business a problem, not by complaining and blaming the coach. Because it appears as if the Arsenal hierarchy, they're just comfortable that at least we're in the title mix, we're challenging on all fronts for every trophy. They don't seem, because you need to demand from the coach that we need to win trophy. If he's not performing well, because this is the opportunity for me, I think Arteta should be sacked. You've been given 5 years, you should be sacked.
No, it's too early for us to call him off.
How do you mean?
Yes,
5 good years.
I know.
You spent 800 million pounds that
it takes time.
Wenger did not have opportunity. Wenger did not have that kind of money to spend. Half of that money.
I'm telling you, the reason is
in the club.
The reason is
that should be sacked.
No, I don't think I'll follow you through that trend.
I think that should be sacked.
The reason is Arteta came in Arsenal when we have flop players. You understand? Player that cannot even perform in big matches.
With that floppy players, you were able to win the FA Cup. You won the community.
It's by chance.
Okay, by
I
chance.
can tell you.
You won the community shield the second season. Now you have your team. You have your blueprint on every part of the club.
Arteta's team is incomplete as of now.
So whose fault is it?
Yeah, that's where I'm coming. You asked the question. You said if the owner were to blame, right? I can tell you that it's a two-way situation. Now, partly we can blame the owners because you own the football club and you know what exactly you want, whether it's profit making or trophy winning. You understand? But
you also have to be concerned about what the fans want.
Exactly.
The fans are the ones
we are the one giving you
in your business.
Fine.
They're going week in, week out, spending their hard-earned money to buy tickets.
It's true. You understand? And the other way around, I can blame Mikel Arteta because you are the manager. You know your players and you know what you want. And you have been keep saying it. Even the fans, everyone know in Arsenal that we need a striker and a left winger. You understand? But you cannot even now the owners can tell you that they have given you enough money. There is enough money for you to buy players. But why can't you buy players? So that's why I'm saying it's a two-way situation. We can either blame the owners or also blame Mikel Arteta. So for me, it's a 60-40. 60 to Mikel Arteta, 40 to the owners. You understand? Because the manager, the reason why I gave him the 60, because you are the one that is facing the problem. You understand? You are the one that is training these players. You know the problem in the team, but you cannot solve the problem. So I don't know what is wrong with him.
Maybe he's having too much
experiencing, just like what you said.
Too much.
That you just keep believing in one player, and you know this player cannot go with you where we the fans want. You see, and if and only if push come to shove, trust me, Mikel Arteta will be sacked. That's why I'm looking at it, because if you know the problem and the transfer window is opened and the team is struggling, imagine the amount of chances, the amount of attempts that we have against Newcastle, yet we cannot even execute one. All the balls we are either going across the goals or over. So you see, it's so frustrating for me. I don't even know what is wrong with Mikel Arteta or neither the players.
Okay, now for we the fans, how do you think the fans should react to this? Because I believe that because the fans are not making noise anymore, it's giving the likes of Arteta and the Cronkies the opportunity for them to think that we've gotten. Yeah, we know where Arteta took us from where we were before and where we are now. So we're expecting that. We should have won something credible. So how do you think the fans should react? Do you think there should be a revolt against Arteta and the Cronkies? Because they're not giving us what we want.
I don't think all of the fans will be revolt against Mikel Arteta. Because there are some fans who are saying, let's be patient, let's trust the process, and let's back Mikel Arteta. And there are other fans who are saying, enough is enough. It's been 5 years now. And yet still we are not seeing any prospect that Mikel Arteta will have to go with us to win the Premier League. And majority of the fans are frustrated. There is something that when you are protesting for something that you cannot even at least achieve at the end of the day, it will reach a point that you'll be frustrated and will just give up and say, you know what, let's just let it be.
No,
you understand?
The fans have to let it be.
Yeah,
let's start boycotting our matches. Yes.
That is how it's going as of now.
Drop.
You see,
when the revenue drop, the Cronkies
will realize. Yes. You understand? They will realize.
When we're not doing well, we're not winning trophies. And week after week, the stadium is filled to capacity. Then they will think they're doing well
because there is enough money. There is enough revenue in the club.
And again, let me just take your mind away. I don't know what has become of Arteta. Is it that has it taken some things, some kind of cheap drug that we don't understand? How can you come and blame the ball?
Yeah, these are just flimsy excuses.
Blame the ball,
because
like the same ball that Newcastle used in scoring against us. How can you come and tell us that the ball is not good enough? But they put in 2 goals in our net, and you could not do the same.
Nothing.
They did not create any clear scoring chances. The 2 opportunities that came their way, they
misused it.
We had 23 shots on target. 23 shots on goal and 6 direct shots on target that will fluff our lines.
Yeah, the reason with Mikel Arteta, I think he has this Pep philosophy in him.
No, but we don't need that. This is cheap. It's cheap. He's looking for cheap publicity or cheap.
He's finding a way in order for him to at least save his boys, yes, from embarrassment and all. Because these coaches, that's the way they are. Whenever their players have messed up, they just come to the media and.
It's unfortunate, very unfortunate for Arsenal fans. And on Sunday, Arsenal will be coming up against Manchester United. And this is a match that is going to be really tough, considering the fact that Manchester United are still coming up from the raves of the beautiful play they exhibited at Anfield. And who knows what is going to happen against Manchester United. They are arch rivals as well. So, looking at this match, how do you think Arteta should approach this match, considering the fact that our players seems to have forgotten their shooting boot at home? And Manchester United are playing well at the moment with the likes of Diallo and Amad Diallo, the likes of Hujlund, even though he left his shooting boot at home against Liverpool, but he also did well. And the likes of Ziggy. How do you think that Arsenal, Mikel Arteta, should approach this match?
Yeah, Manchester United is a team to be reckoning with, because they are it seems as if they are found their shooting mentality, their goal scoring mentality and all, but it's going to be a very difficult one at the Emirates Stadium, because I think Arsenal, for me, we just have to refocus. Let's go back to the drawing board, because this FA Cup is a knockout stage. No sooner you are defeated, you are eliminated. You see, and Manchester United, whenever they had Arsenal, it seems as if that is the time they would just calling all their devil, their spirits, bringing in them. I know, so I think we just have to take them very seriously, and because it's another chance for winning a silverware this season if we are eliminated from the FA Cup. Trust me, and we are about to be eliminated in the Carabao Cup. So what else is left for us? Because the Champions League is a very difficult competition. You see, so we just have to be focused, open-minded, take the game to them, and trust me, we'll come out victorious against Manchester United.
Okay, where do you think that this game, considering the system that Amorim plays currently, he plays the 3-5-2 formation.
Yeah.
Where do you think that this game will be won and lost by either side?
It's all about the tactics, and trust me, it's the same way that we defeated them in the Premier League, we are going to defeat them again. They will be scared of us. The set piece again, ole. That is where we will defeat them.
In the last 2 matches, we've been fluffing our lines with our set pieces.
I know Manchester United, they are not too good in set pieces, and also their midfield. Their midfield is vulnerable. Even though our midfield is not in its best form as of now, but trust me, this is a wake-up call for us. We'll come out victorious against Manchester United. And the tactics that Amorim is using, they have this 3-5-2 formation that you made mention of, and they always sit back and wait for the counters. They are inviting us, and that is a way you cannot allow Arsenal. Don't allow Arsenal to hold on the ball.
Yeah.
You understand? Because we know how to do this defense splitting passes. Odegaard is there. Also, Partey is there. Look at what Jorginho do when he came on against Newcastle. That pass he gave to Timber. Had it not been his offside, trust me, it could have been one of the most brilliant passes from that match. So you see, I think it's the tactics, the mentality, and
going into this match now. If you have to make your team selection, what would be your lineup? What would you look like, and who are those that you think will be scoring, and what will be your scoreline prediction for the match?
Yes, for my lineup against Manchester United, it's a derby match. It's a big match, so I will not want to use these small boys. You know, even though Luis Kelly is very good, he's one of the most, what would I say, informed young teenager in Arsenal as of now.
In what football, you say?
Yes, you know, and I will not want him to start, you know, based on experience. That is the only reason, you know, because he's good. So I think we'll have to go with the same back four, like what we used to go with. Timber, Saliba, Gabriel, and Calafiori. Raya as a goalkeeper, you know, and probably Mikel Arteta might want to say, okay, let me test Neto, because this is the FA Cup. Raya will have to rest. You understand? But it's the FA Cup. He's a player, and he also would like to play, because since we signed him, it's been a very long time. He did not even make any debut for Arsenal.
The only time I was supposed to make debut, I didn't.
Yes, and also he's cup-tied from the Carabao Cup. You see, so probably Mikel Arteta will likely use him, but I think Raya would be the best. You know, and for the midfield, we just have to go with Partey, Rice, and Odegaard. And the attack, we just have to go with Martinelli, Havertz, and Trossard. Yes. Yes, the prediction, I think it's going to be a 2-1 Arsenal. 2-1 Arsenal. The goal scorers will have to be Trossard and Havertz for me, yeah. And likely, I think Bruno Fernandes will score, maybe penalty or something.
Okay. Looking at this game, I'm looking at the situation that I agree with your back four and the goalkeeper, your midfield. But the place that I disagree with you is, I think this is a game that you need to start Raheem Sterling. I keep saying that young man has not been given his opportunity. Even though some people say, oh, he has played 45 minutes, he has played 60 minutes. No, it's not enough for a player of his caliber. And this is a player that's coming into a team that he did not do preseason with. It was on the last day of the transfer. So you need to you need to grapple with the way we play. But you need to give him consistent, opportunity. Especially now that Bukayo Saka is down. Let Martinelli sit first on the bench. Either Martinelli or Trossard, let them sit on the bench and watch. They've had enough opportunity. And I would prefer, rather than Carrera starting, let the British start. It's just returning from... That's why I was surprised at Mikel Arteta. The young man has been ill, and you have the person that has been scoring all this while, because he didn't score against Brighton, you put him on the bench. Exactly. Let Gabriel Jesus start. If Jesus starts against United, you know what he can do with that defense. Mm-hmm. He can rubbish that middle where you have the butcher or this other guy. So definitely we'll get a penalty. So I agree with you with the scoreline. I agree with 2-1. But I don't see Bruno Fernandes making any this thing. The player that I'm scared of in United,
Ahmad Calafiori will hold him.
Yes, he comes in when you don't expect.
I know.
He's a player for the future that is going to grow if Amorim can really know how to tame him and give him directions of what to do. He's the most informed player in Manchester United. And so I hope that at the end of the day, that I know that United are going to find it difficult, because Arsenal will not want to lose a second match against any opponent at the end.
Not at all.
So that is going to, I think the loss against Newcastle is a wake-up call.
Yeah.
So it's something that has been coming all this while. We've been escaping, and we needed to wake up from our slumber and know that, look, if you want to win the title, you need to wake up. Every match counts. And so we hope that at the end of the day, I will come back here at the studio. I'll be able to, because Arsenal fans globally now at the moment, we aren't smiling, we're not happy. Even though United seems to they appear to be resurgent, but we know how United are. They will do all their gree against all the top.
It's all pretending. They are just
but after that, when they play against the lower team, they will just go back to their level where they are. So we hope that at the end of the day, we'll be able to come here and look at what Arsenal has done and hope that we'll be able to change the way things are going. But for me, I still believe that if at the end of this season, Arteta doesn't win the Premier League or win the Champions League, with me, I don't even want the Carabao Cup. This is why if we win them, it's just for us to fulfill all righteousness. Yeah. I still say he should be given the boot. That is my verdict. He should be given the boot. I don't know. You still believe that we should give him a chance.
Yeah.
But I believe that he should be sacked.
So, it's too soon.
Well, you say it's too soon.
Yeah.
But I say, look, 5 years is good enough. We're not going to go for the 6th year. I'll keep believing we win.
Don't forget there are things that intervened through the 5 years. There was coronavirus. You know, there are other injury-prone players. You know, he has been rebuilding the team. So it's not just like 5 years straight.
That was not an excuse. We knew where, as fans, we knew where our challenges were. The first season, we lost the trophy to Man City. January, we buy. January, we buy a striker. We did not buy. Yes, we were scoring goals. Second season, the same thing. We buy a striker. We did not. Now, we have come to the point that it is clear that we need a striker. Not those ones that are fluffing their lines. No, we are fluffing our lines. So anyways, that's how it's been on this edition of Fans Beat. We seem to be in a low spirit. But for me, I'm not just too happy with Arteta. And for him to have come up with that showy excuse that the ball was the cause, because I mean, for me, it doesn't count. So that's how it's been on this edition of Fans Beat. And we also want to use opportunities to encourage everyone to ensure that they subscribe, they like, they share this channel to every other platform. At the end of the day, we'll be able to build a larger community together. It is the Arsenal Fans Beat. Come on, you Gunners.
Come on.